Hey, thanks for watching. If you're new here, my name is Amanda. Usually I'm sharing videos about my standard size traveler's notebook and planning and using it as a wallet as well. And at the end of 2020, I decided to switch to a Hobonichi Avec. This is an A6 size planner. Avec means that it is a 6-month notebook, and then I have another notebook that has the last 6 months of the year in it. This is like the original Hobonichi Techo or Techo. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And the case that I have it in, or the cover that I have it in, is from Moterm, and I'll put the links for both of these things below. So I switched to this primarily because this was my thinking. I needed a break from how I was planning, which was like completely bullet journal, and then I also had a month on 2 pages, and then I had my tracker. And then outside of that, it was pretty much bullet journal. And I was tired. I was tired of writing the date every day. And I was tired of kind of like using just blank pages and the feelings that come with that, be it like creativity need or, just the stress of filling a blank page that's invented, admittedly, and that's fine. But I had also been using the same size and the same format for years. I've been in a standard size traveler's notebook since 2016, and I switched to like a bullet journal dot grid since 2017. So I think mentally I just needed a break. I needed to mix it up a little bit, and basically I'm gonna go back to using the same system I was, but instead of being in a standard TN, I'm going to be in an A6 size traveler's notebook situation. So I'm going to share this really quickly because I am moving out of it this week. As soon as I can get my stuff together, I'm going to move out of this Hobonichi, and I will use it for maybe watercolor or lettering practice or things like that. I flipped through a bit of it, but this yearly overview bit, it started in December 2020. I was using this for like my health tracking kind of, so just like writing tidbits about my cycle and whatnot. And then that goes actually for all 12 months into 2022, which seems wild, right? Then you get a month on 2 pages, and it only goes until July, which is why I ordered, bless my past self. Since that only went to July, I thought that might bother me, and I've been in the habit of ordering this Paper and Cats month on 2 pages literally since 2015. So it seemed right to continue to order that for 2021. I did downsize because it seems, again, it to only have like through July in one spot and then have the rest of the month in another notebook, because this is kind of like the backbone of my planning. Everything comes from this that keeps my family on track. So I went ahead and ordered this in December. Thank goodness I did, because I'm going to use this pretty much now. And then you'll also see in here in just a couple of minutes my tracker. I say mine, I designed it, I think in 2017 or 18, and I sent it to Taylor, who operates and owns Paper and Cats, and I was like, hey, can you make this beautiful and functional? And she did, and she now offers it in multiple sizes, and you can get it printed like this, or you can get it as a digital that you can print yourself. I loathe printing. Like, it is one way that I like to treat myself, is by ordering pre-printed inserts always. Almost. So what I did go ahead and order this in A6 because I thought that I would continue to use it. As great as, this kind of setup is, again, just where I'm comfortable and out of habit, I ordered this. I went ahead and ordered an A6 size, and what I decided to do about halfway through January, I think, is I went ahead and I cut it. That's why it's unstapled. I went ahead and cut it, and then I've been tipping them in to the month at the beginning. Again, this is just 2 months in, so that's what I was doing, and it was nice to have that, and I'm looking forward to using that moving forward. Just a quick summary of how I use this. This is like daily tracking. This is when I water my plants, rotate, fertilize them, and things like that. I started to log exercise here. It's this new thing I'm trying. I don't really know. I'm not logging it very well either. And then on the back, these are the numbers of the weeks. These are things that I like to clean or tidy weekly. Basically same thing monthly, except for calling my grandmas and my aunties. And then these are kind of like the projects that I have going on that month as well. So I fell behind a little bit. It's only Tuesday, but I've got a couple of these things done already, thankfully. And then over here, each month has this beginning page that's kind of empty. I do a quick review of January. I do a quick little reflection. These are like little prompts that I think I've shared before, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Like your biggest win of the year, something to let go of, something I'm looking forward to in February, how I'm going to help, what will be satisfying, and how I want to spend my energy. And then these are generic to-dos this month. Not generic, I don't know why I said that. These are to-dos this month that kind of don't really fit in on a certain date or time, but I want to make sure that we tend to them during this month. Let's see, the only other thing I think, so I'm running out of room some days, and I'm not going to share all my journaling, but obviously I'm running out of room some days, and it is a little restricting, and I do miss, my bullet journal. So that's probably the primary reason that I'm switching back, is that I have more freedom. I also really miss my ability to just kind of go to the back, because what I'll do in these, so this is what I was in. I use this 160-page Tomoe River paper dot grids from Paper Penguin Company. And at the end, I have my action categories, which is based on getting things done. This is from Perfectionism Prints, and it's awesome. She has all different sizes too. And then I also would have, just dot grid, like plenty of dot grids. So my kids would like draw back here, and then I could put random notes back here. And this is one of the things I miss the most. Like I don't want my kids to think that like, oh, it's like a coveted notebook. You can't write in it, whatever. But at the same time, like I need every inch of space on this. And then sometimes I need more. So I wasn't like as free with it, I guess, to like let my kids doodle in it. I always had to like find other paper to put notes on, which again is not like the end of the world, I know, but just when you're used to it and you have that luxury and that freedom, it's amazing. And it was so nice to have this at the beginning in January. It was really a lifesaver in December and January, because life was just really nuts for us at that time. But these are the things that I miss now. So I'm looking forward to having that blank dot grid at the back. And then my action categories right now are just like on Post-it notes kind of in the back, which works fine. I fill it with Post-it note and then I throw it out. And then I have a couple of my like reference notes back here as well, because that's the other component of my like older system is, I'll have my month on 2 pages, I'll have my tracker, my bullet journal, and then I have my little reference notebook. It's seen better days, but I was able to fit all that information in here as well. So I've stapled some of it, not stapled, paper clipped some of it together. But on these 2 pages, I have my emergency phone numbers. And then on this page, I have the addresses and then like my personal information. If lost, please call. And my emergency phone numbers, which is kind of redundant because it is also up here. Always prepared. And action categories, reference. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Back pockets on these. This is just like a little sticky. They're just like big, hairy goals that I want to work on over time. This was something else that I would do in my dot grid every week, and it was really good grounding and a nice way to do the weekly review. And I don't really have room for that in here unless I do some sort of like Post-it note or a tip in or something like that. And at first it was fine, but now I just kind of miss the ritual of it, which is good. If you're doing something for so long, you might not realize that you miss it and that you need it. So again, I think it was good that I took a break for a little bit. I will miss, I think, having everything in one book, or at least 2 books for the year. I think that's very nice for storage and things like that. But again, it's also nice to be able to like back at my monthly calendars, and like I just need to look at my monthly calendar, for example, from like 2017, and it's right there. I'm motioning over to where it is on my shelf, and I don't have to wade through any other information. It's just right here in my monthlies, because I keep all my old monthlies together. So pros and cons. A little bit about the Moterm. It has this lining on here that's probably my least favorite color in the world. It's just like a fabric-y thing. And then there's a pocket here. I've got some extra cards in there. Chocolate chip cookie recipe. This stands for International Correspondence Writing Month, which the kids and I are actively but gently participating in. We'll probably get all 28 letters written, but it's just been fun to reconnect with family. There's also a big back pocket back here, so I have some information about my daughter's rare disease, some Post-it notes, some just fun. I cannot think of her, and she makes this too. This is from Elise Joy, which is the part of the Get to Work book. So that's where this is from, and also this Today's 3 Things. I just really love and appreciate her products. She makes a planner, but obviously I need some dot grid. Just plenty of room for me, and she makes something that's more of like a... it looks like an Erin Condren is the easiest comparison I can make at the moment. I think I have talked about this a little bit and a lot of it. And this paper, people tend to love this. Unfortunately, it's from like 2014 or 2015 from Crate Paper. If you like their style, if you like they're really consistently putting out stuff in their style. So definitely check them out if you like that. I'm sorry that this paper isn't available anymore. If you have any questions or nice comments about my momentary lack of judgment, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will be back hopefully soon. I'm still going to go through my Hobonichi cousin, and I will show you my new setup in here once I go back to dot grid. Thanks for watching.